it's Randytbird out here in Arizona, and you might see something different today. Looking over the handlebars, what's different? What's different? Well, I traded in the Sportster, and I bought a 2017 Street Bob, a Dyna Street Bob. Well, I used to have a 2017, and in a fit of weakness, I bought a Road King and got off a dyna that I really liked a lot, and that's been many years ago, several years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. Anyway, I never really cared for the Road King. I ended up getting into an M8 Softail after that, but I've always missed my 103 dyna, and so I just picked this one up here just the other day, and here we are. I'm just out for a ride on it, and it feels like an old friend, actually. And anyway, it's a 17, and it's got that fancy red paint on it, that the sparkly metal flake paint that they did back in those days. I forget what to call it now. The paint's not perfect. It's got a few scratches in it, and just kind of a bummer. The bike's only got 1,500 miles. It's got a set of slip-ons, and that's about it. It's pretty much stock. It's got the sundowner seat on it, which is a hideous piece of gear. It just looks like it's too big for the bike. They are comfortable, though. I will give it to that. But I've just been scouring the online Craigslist offer up and stuff for either a stock seat or a lowrider seat from that era, and I think I found one. I'm gonna check it out later today. But pretty cool bike. I'd forgotten just how good these things run. It's my M8 is a whole different animal, but this is like I said, I put a lot of miles on dynas over the years, and I really missed having them, and it's just an awesome bike. So you can see that sparkly paint. The downside of the fender's got a pretty bad scratch on it, and oh, looks like we had an accident here. Must have just happened. Anyway, it has a pretty bad scratch in the fender, and this paint will be near to impossible to match. So I'm just gonna have to live with the scratch. It's got a few other scuffs in the paint that looks like they have not gone through the clear coat completely, so I'm gonna try and buff those out with some compound and see if those come out, but they should be all right. Feels like it's got a set of Rush mufflers on it. They're pretty loud. It doesn't appear to have been tuned because I get some diesel popping. Oh, somebody broke down. Oh, bummer. Bummer for them. Looks like he's got somebody coming though. But anyway, I'd forgotten just how good these 103s run, and I just like the feel of a dyna. So now I have the best of both worlds. I got my awesome 2022 Heritage, and I've got this dyna. Got a good deal on it, and I'm really happy with it. I've been looking at this bike for a while, and nothing bad about the Sportster. It's just that I was ready to change, and this is the right deal at the right time, so that's what I did. So anyway, I do have some plans for it. As you know, I do like to tinker, and I hit up some friends who have some leftover stuff from their dynas when they changed to M8s, and I had helped them out with some stuff that I had, and at any rate, we'll be fixing her up here soon, and one of the first things on the menu here beside the seat is a quarter fairing, so it blocks the wind, makes it more comfortable to ride. I love the mini apes on this. This has got to be my favorite handlebar of all time. It just it was like they had a picture of me when they designed this handlebar and said, "This is Randy's handlebar." So we're checking that out. And I've always liked this handlebar. So when I had my 07 dyna years ago, I changed handlebars to flat bars and tall risers, and never really had the same feel to me. I just like the way this feels. A little more chrome on this than I'm used to. I mean, the motor's blacked out, the trees, the wheels and everything, and that's cool. It's got spoke wheels. Yeah, it's got some chrome stuff on it, but you know, that over time I might just stay with it because it's different, and I might not. I am incessant tinkerer, so God knows what'll happen, but I'll be checking it out and making some mods as I go, because it's what I like to do. That D-cell pop has got to go, though. I'm going to work on that. Oh, we got another problem up here. Oh, it's just everywhere today. There's a dyna. One thing about this 103, it is very torquey, but it has it'll rev a little bit. The twin cam has got a different feel altogether than the M8. And comparing the two is apples and oranges. It's really a whole different design. I mean, this is, let's face it, this is Harley's old tech, but you know what? I'm all right with that because I'm an old guy. I like the old stuff. So whoever's getting my Sportster is getting a great deal, and I hope they enjoy it. I enjoyed having it. I didn't ride it as much as I thought I would, but the times I did ride it, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna go by today and drop off some stuff that I needed to bring back to the dealership. So that's kind of where I'm headed right now, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do a full-on ride video. Pretty nice out here today. We had some rain the other day. In fact, the day that I picked it up, it rained, but I had a little break in the rain so I could get it home, and that worked out okay. But it did rain a lot that day, and then made my yard grow about a foot in a week, and I just dealt with that this morning. That sucked. It's only about half done, but man, I'll tell you, I went through 3 strings of weed on the weed whacker, 2.5 anyway. It wore it down so much. I mean, the lawnmower didn't like it. I mean, I used a combination of the two, but you know how it is if you live in country where things grow like that. And out here it only happens really in the winter and during the monsoon season. That's something I got to adjust. This clutch, it engages really close to the grip. It's a little unusual. It's way different than my Milwaukee 8, and I know that I can adjust a little bit. It doesn't feel like it has much slack in the cable, and but I know how to do all that. So this guy is right here. So I'm going to be dropping by the dealership today to take care of some remaining business, and but I'll be doing more later. This is Randytbird out here in Arizona, and on the new to me 17 Dyna Street Bob. We'll talk to you in a while. Well, here it is. Here's my new 2017 Dyna Street Bob with the hard candy custom red paint. Unfortunately has some scratches, but here she is in all her glory. 2017 Street Bob. Good looking bike, good handling bike. I always liked my other Street Bob that I had, and I'm glad to have another one. And anyway, this is it, just a quick walk around. They're going to be doing some different things to it, so over time, and it's what I do, it's what I enjoy doing, it's tinkering. But here she is. It's Randytbird. We'll talk to you later. Bye.